The full moon on July the 3rd brings with it a greater view into all areas of your life, your past, your present, your future, and even the things that you may need to work through. And in this video today, I want to share with you the 5 key things I think you should know about this particular full moon so you can really make the most out of the energies that are really available to us right now. The first thing I would like for you to know is that your vision actually sharpens, meaning that you will receive insights and downloads and visions for your future, for your path of what you're really meant to be doing, what you're here to do, who you even are as a soul. So you will receive those visions to really get more clarity of what steps you may take to really move forward. And then also you're receiving insights into any past experiences that require your attention, where you may need to do a little bit more healing or releasing and things like that. So think of it like that. There's like a window now opening and you can see more clearly of the things that are really important for you to know or to become aware of. So you will be able to see more clearly the things that maybe previously you weren't able to see, or you didn't notice, or maybe you were just simply not open to seeing. So that is really at offer right now, is that your vision now sharpens so you can really see the things that are really important for you to know, to become aware of in order to move forward. And the second thing I want you to know is that there's also an invitation for you to readjust any misalignments. Because now as you're becoming more aware, you're seeing more clearly of maybe what's out of alignment, what's really not working, what is outdated, what is no longer serving you. There's that invitation to really readjust, to let go of anything that is not serving you, to readjust any things that are out of alignment, or let them go. Maybe start something differently, or just let go of the things that are simply no longer serving you. Also, you will also, since you're becoming aware of maybe what requires healing, that's also then an invitation to do more healing around that. What has been holding you back? What have you been experiencing that's really keeping you from really moving forward? And here it's about the doubts, the fears, the past experiences. There are all the things that are really overshadowing you and holding you back from really moving forward and stepping into your soul's highest path, because that's really what this year's all about, is stepping into our soul's highest path. And oftentimes there's things that are holding us back that requires healing and releasing, and that is really the invitation right now, is to readjust any of those misalignments. And that also then includes doing healing around the things that you're becoming aware of, because since you are having that increased vision, you're becoming more aware of the things that are out of alignment, that are not fitting anymore, that are not simply not serving you anymore. And now is that invitation to adjust that, to really put some attention on that healing and releasing of anything that needs to be released. And here's really the invitation to heed the call to heal and release anything that is out of alignment so you can really move forward. Then the third thing I would like for you to know is there's also somewhat of a sense of truth that washes over you, where you're really becoming aware of things that previously you may have ignored, pushed aside, or you were simply not ready to uncover. Now that truth washes over you, where you're realizing maybe, okay, yeah, you know what? I have been holding back. I have not really been stepping into my power. Yes, there is something that is more available to me that I'm meant to be stepping into. Now, this can actually be quite freeing. Now, maybe not in the moment. Maybe you're realizing all these different things that you have been holding back on, maybe the fears, the doubts, and all of those things that really have played a big role in you being kind of stuck in your life, if that's what you're experiencing. And when you're having that truth moment, when you're realizing, oh my God, it's like that light bulb moment, that in itself can be so freeing, because with awareness comes the power of choice. I always talk about this. When you become aware of how you may have been holding back, maybe there's something that you would love to be stepping into, but you haven't allowed yourself, and you're now becoming aware of all these things. That in itself can be so freeing, because then you have a choice. Once you have the awareness, well, then you have a choice. You can do something about it. And that is really what is at offer here with this full moon on July the 3rd, is there is the truth washing over you. Now, this can be shocking in many ways if you're not really ready for the change, or if you're not really open to the change, or if you're often challenged with making this decisions or just changing your life and things like that. But still, allow allow yourself to become aware, allow this truth to really wash over you, because that gives you the immense awareness that you need to then make different choices. Now, of course, you can continue to choose going the same way that you have been, but you often have the choice to maybe elevate your thinking, elevate your viewpoint, and then choose a different path, which then truly is freeing, because you then get to decide what are you going to do moving forward. What decisions are you going to be making? You're going to be then really stepping into the role of the creator of your life, of your destiny. Which brings me to the fourth piece here is there's also then the invitation to take full responsibility over your life, your path, your present, your future, the things you're doing, everything, every area of your life. You are now being invited to take full responsibility. And this is so beautiful, because as you're becoming more aware of really what is going on, what's been holding you back, you're seeing that clear vision of what you're meant to be doing and things like that. You're also maybe readjusting. It's like when you're taking responsibility, saying, yes, I created the life that I'm living right now. It's because of the choices that I made, the actions I took, the decisions I made, all of the things that came from me. I created the life that I'm experiencing right now. Yes, it may not always be pleasant, especially if you are experiencing certain challenges in your life, but even take responsibility over that, because even those challenging times is because of certain situations or certain decisions that you made or actions you took, or maybe actions you didn't take. Maybe there was something that you were meant to be doing, but you allowed your fear to really hold you back, and then now you're like, you wish you would have done it, and you're experiencing the life that you created because of the decisions that you've made previously. But when you take responsibility, that gives you immense power, because then you also have the power to do something differently, to change things around. Because you get to decide how you're going to move forward. You can decide to allow your fears and your doubts to, continue to hold you back. Or you can say, no, I'm taking my power back. I'm going to move forward no matter what, no matter my fears, no matter my doubts. I'm going to move forward. And one thing I want to share with you that has really helped me in the beginning, because I allowed my fears and doubts and all that limited thinking to really hold me back from really stepping into my truth, my power, my path of what I was here to do as an awakening soul. And that was my guides shared with me, that it's not about me or my fears and my doubts or any of that stuff, any of my stuff. Has nothing to do with that. What matters most is what I'm here to do, my soul's path, what my soul has come here to do, which is making an impact in the world, sharing my message, assisting awakening souls on their path. That is my mission. That is what I'm here to do. So that's what it's about. It's about the people that I'm meant to impact, not about my fears, not about my doubts, none of that. And when my guides had shared that with me early on, that was really the turning point for me, because anytime when I almost allowed my fears to derail me or hold me back or whatnot, I really took a step back and I tuned in and I remembered. I actually have that out on my wall as well, as a reminder that it has nothing to do with my fears or my doubts. And that's an invitation for you too. Whatever you're meant to be doing here in this lifetime, in your life, it has nothing to do with your fears, your doubts, your stories, your experiences, your situations. It has nothing to do with any of that. What matters the most is what your soul has come here to do. And that is really what the invitation is here for you, to take responsibility by focusing more on what you're meant to be doing rather than your stuff that really doesn't really matter. And then the fifth piece I would like for you to know is that there may also come a time of shocking surprises and uncomfortable awakenings, because a lot is being revealed to you. With this whole greater vision that you now have, the visions are coming in, the insights that you're getting, a lot is being revealed to you, and it may actually be quite uncomfortable if you're not quite ready for that, because it will require you to take responsibility. And that in itself isn't always the easiest thing for do, because it's easy to say, well, economy is bad, so that's why I'm challenged right now, or this is happening and that's why I'm experiencing this. So it's always easier to find fault and put responsibility on something outside of us, rather than really tuning in and saying, you know what? Yes, It's because of the choices I made, the decisions I made, the things I didn't do, even though I wanted to do them. So that taking responsibility is the hardest thing. Even taking responsibility over your own healing journey, that too can be quite challenging. But it is a necessary thing to do. And now with this whole greater view coming into play, just having those insights, the visions, it can be quite uncomfortable if you're not quite ready for that. But here the invitation is to really take responsibility and honor your choices, honor your decisions, because you made them in the moment. You did the best that you could have in the moment with what you had. But now you have the opportunity to choose anew, to do something differently, to follow that path maybe that you are meant to be walking on, and maybe you haven't allowed yourself up until this point. So even though this full moon energy on the 3rd, on July the 3rd, can be a little tricky to maneuver through, because it depends really on how open you are to seeing the things, becoming aware of the things, and taking responsibility, and then making a different choice. But just know that this is happening for a reason. It is assisting you really to follow your soul's path, which is the key theme for this year. We are meant to really follow our soul's highest path. It starts with this year alone, and it's leading into then the next phase, the next step, and the more elevated path. But this year is all about that soul's path. And I want to invite you, even though you may uncover certain things or become aware of certain things that are not so pleasant, take it. Take responsibility, honor your choices, because you've done the best that you could have. And if this whole, well, I should have done this, I should have done that, let go of all that I should have. Because you did the best that you could have in the situation you were in, with the knowledge you had, with the ability that you had. But now becoming aware of it, maybe it wasn't the right choice, maybe it wasn't the right decision. Now you have the choice. What different decision can you make now? How can you change your life now? Because you are truly the creator of your destiny. But it starts with becoming aware, and then taking responsibility, and then making different choices. So here you go. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button, maybe even share it with someone that you think could benefit from it. Definitely subscribe if you haven't done so already, and hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I release new content if you enjoy content like this. But now, how can you make the most out of this energy? I want to invite you to really take some time out where you can be alone, where you can really tune in and just allow the visions to unfold, allow the inner guidance to come to the forefront, allow yourself to really receive the insights that will help you really move forward. And then from there, take the responsibility, even if it's uncomfortable and you're having these shocking awakenings or these shocking insights and uncomfortable awakenings of the things that previously were out of your awareness. Take it. Take the responsibility. Say, yep, own it. Really honor what has happened. And then make different choices. Set some intentions of, okay, now that I know what is coming moving forward, now I know where I've been holding back, now what can I do? What actions can I take on a daily basis to adjust to that life that I want to be living? And then take those steps on a daily basis. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Now be sure to check out this video here about understanding your path as a light worker, because that can also give you some insights into really what you're meant to be doing moving forward. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.